My name is David Hunter, and this is From the Abyss. Today's a very special show. No hat, no walls, no persona, just me with you being very vulnerable. And I want to tell you something that happened to me on Facebook that, not being exaggerating, might have saved my life. I don't know about all of you, but I know when I grew up, and through all the heartaches and trials and tribulations I faced, it made me pull back deeper into myself, into a fantasy world, and to a world that when I did meet people, I could sense that they were going to hurt me, so I would open up and reinforce the fact that I shouldn't open up. Excuse me. Yes, I said I quit smoking, but I'm going to need one for this episode. Over 4 months ago, I was on the internet, and I have told you all how I have struggled with alcoholism, drug addiction, sex, a whole 9 yards. Well, I have done cam girls before, and about a little over 4 months ago, I met someone whose name I'm going to change for their sake, called Raven. We originally met up to do a cam show. Now, it wasn't a cam site like you go to those. It had nothing like that at all. This was a different type of thing. It's hard to explain. But here's the weird thing. Not weird. I didn't have any money at the time. And so we had set up from a month from the day we met to do this. But here's the kicker. We kept talking. We started to talk every day. You know, a little bit about what she's going through with her boyfriend or her life. And I was starting to share about what I was going through. And we became friends. And now I'm happy to say this. I have never seen her naked. I never wanted to. She's turned into somebody like a daughter to me. We have blocked each other, fought. You know the landmines you put out for people in your life? Well, I hit many of hers. And somehow we were always able, in a couple of days of cooling off or cooling down, to come back and talk. I have to say, I thought maybe I was setting myself up to get hurt again and reinforce the belief that I shouldn't open up to people, except my therapist and psychiatrist. And this didn't happen. Yes, there were many times I got hurt, and but I got through it, and I didn't have to use or anything like that to get through it. And now she's one of the biggest reasons I'm moving down to Tennessee. Now, I am moving down south because I've always wanted to. And my money and disability from the military goes a lot further down there than it does up here. But I want to be near her. And her boyfriend, I sponsor. You know, and he's a great guy. And what I'm trying to say is this. You don't know where the word high will get you. And I don't mean high like that high. I meant H-I, high. You don't know what it'll lead to. Yes, there have been lots of people out there who've hurt me or tried to, stuff like that. No doubt about that. But I took a leap of faith with her because she asked me to. And I dropped down my walls and was vulnerable with her. And you know what? She met me. She became vulnerable with me. The greatest gift she's ever bestowed upon me is calling me up and crying over something that she needed my support and friendship. I have missed out on this my whole life. You know, what friends I've ever had were never like this. You know, gym friends and, hey, buddy, rah. But nobody I could ever talk to and say how I feel and not be afraid to do it. You know, a therapist, but she's not my friend. She's a therapist. So I was able to get over my own short-sightedness and my own disbeliefs and see her for the beautiful person she is. And I'm so glad I did. And when we have argued, I've never posted anything mean about her because that's silly. Why would I do that? Why would anybody do that to someone when you break up with someone or something, or you're disagreeing? It makes no sense. Now, this has been a terrifying process for me and scary, and I still am. I told her the other day, I'm terrified about going down to Tennessee. It's not like I'm going down there thinking, yeah, everything's great. I'm terrified. But I'm getting over my fears and doing the things I've always wanted to do, and she's been a big help. That's why I don't label people as an alcoholic or as an addict or as a can girl or something like that. I treat them as individuals and people. And you'd be surprised what you get back. I was. Now, I've had other friends of mine tell me to be careful and stuff like that. And I get what they're coming from, and I understand what they're saying. And I understand what they're saying. But she's always been there. You know. And even when she hasn't been there, she has in another way. In other ways. So, Raven, I want to say thank you for taking the chance on me to be your friend. For letting your walls down. I have never been bestowed a better gift than this. You can keep your $1 million, my nice sports car, whatever. This is the greatest gift I've ever received from anybody in my life, is true friendship. And to be able to care about someone as I care about myself. I never thought I was capable of that. I never did. I was afraid that I was going to be alone my whole life, living in fear of wanting to get close to people. And I'm not anymore. And I wanted to do a small little video to thank her and to show the rest of you that sometimes it's worth taking a leap of faith. You know, don't hide. Don't run away. Embrace. Embrace the pain. Embrace the sorrow. Embrace the goodness. And I'll leave you with this. My friend's ex-girlfriend last night died, and I did a post on it earlier. I was up on the phone with him till 4 or 5 in the morning. She couldn't see life without heroin. And she could have saved her life many times at the hospital, but she always kept signing out AMA. That's such a tragedy. I think when people sign in like that and they're using, they should be forced to stay because they can't make rational decisions on their own. I hope someone changes that law because she would be alive today. So this is David Hunter from the abyss, letting you truly inside my life and showing you the beauty of taking a chance and making a risk. When's the last time you took a chance or made a risk? Have a good day.